several times during the week of November 17th. Just a few things about public comment. I will ask you to spell your first and last name. I will ask you to swear or affirm that you will tell the truth. I will ask you to keep your comments within 3 minutes and to collect your thoughts. We're inviting public comment just once from everyone, oral public comment just once from everyone in this hearing. If you have more to say than that, please submit your public comment in writing to Pamela Jones at some point before the hearing adjourns during the week of November 17th. So let me go to the person who asked us first for an opportunity to speak during this session. I believe his name was Paul Gessing from the Rio Grande Foundation. Mr. Gessing, are you on the platform?
I do not see him on the platform.
No. All right. The next person who asked to offer public comment was Giovanna Rossi. I believe I saw Ms. Rossi on the platform.
She can unmute. There you go.
Hi, everyone. Yep, I'm here.
Terrific. Would you spell your first and last name, please, Ms. Rossi?
It's like she froze.
I think you froze, Ms. Rossi. Would you give that another try? Ms. Rossi, we're not able to hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes, now I can.
Yeah, sorry. I think I froze and I didn't hear anything that you said.
Would you spell your first and last name, please?
Sure. Giovanna Rossi, Giovanna Rossi.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
I will start your time then. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair and members of the board. My name is Giovanna Rossi, and I'm here today as a mom and a member of Moms Clean Air Force in New Mexico, where we have over 20,000 members statewide. Like every parent, I want my children to grow up breathing clean air and living in a safe, healthy climate. That's why I'm speaking in strong support of New Mexico's Clean Transportation Fuels program. First, I want to thank you, the Environmental Improvement Board, for carefully considering this important rule. Thank you also to the Environment Department for the hard work that went into developing it, and to Governor Lujan Grisham for her leadership in signing the 2024 law that made this process possible. Reducing pollution from transportation is one of the most important steps we can take to secure New Mexico's future. Transportation is one of the largest sources of climate and air pollution in our state. By adopting a strong rule, you have the chance to cut harmful emissions, create good jobs here at home, and protect the health of New Mexico families. This board has the opportunity to show real leadership. What you decide here will not only shape our state's climate future, it could serve as a model for other states to follow. At a time when federal protections are under threat, your action can ensure that New Mexico stays on the path to clean energy and clean air. I also want to address one key point, the role of electric vehicles. The fossil fuel industry is asking you to weaken this rule by discounting the benefits of electric vehicles. That would be a mistake. The science is clear. EVs are cleaner, more efficient, and they are increasingly run on electricity from wind and solar. Not crediting their full climate benefits undermines New Mexico's clean energy transition. This rule is not just about numbers, it's about people. Vehicle pollution makes asthma worse, contributes to heart disease, and harms children and elders most of all. Families who live near busy highways bear the greatest burden. Strong clean fuel standards can bring a relief to these communities while lowering fuel costs for families in the long run. As a parent, I want my children to inherit a New Mexico where the air is clean, the economy is thriving, and the climate is stable. I urge you to adopt the strongest possible clean transportation fuels rule, one that fully delivers on the promise of the 2024 law and creates a healthier, safer future for all of our kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rossi. The next person who requested an opportunity to offer public comment during this session is Jerry Valdez. Mr. Valdez is here in the hearing room with us. Ms. Jones, would you please offer him your laptop? Thank you. Mr. Valdez, do you spell your first and last name?
Yes, Jerry Valdez, Jerry Valdez.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Go ahead.
Honorable Chair and members of the Environmental Improvement Board, on behalf of the New Mexico Department of Transportation, I am here to express our strong support for the proposed adoption of 20.2.292 NMAC, establishing the Clean Transportation Fuel Program, the CTFP. This role represents a vital advancement in New Mexico's efforts to modernize its transportation systems, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and promote public health and economic resilience in our state. As the agency responsible for overseeing the state's transportation infrastructure, NMDOT recognizes that the critical role that fuel innovation plays in shaping a sustainable future. As an independent agency, NMDOT's current analysis for our state's LFC is conducted independently, ensuring objective and rigor. For the sake of governmental efficiency, the timeline proposed by NMED aligns with the schedule of analysis that NMDOT is already performing, making it both practical and logical to retain the deadline proposed by NMED. We commend the New Mexico Environmental Department for its inclusion in transparent rulemaking process, which has engaged stakeholders across sectors and communities. The CTFP aligns with state and federal climate goals that we're all striving to meet. NMDOT is committed to working in partnership with NMED and other agencies to ensure the successful implementation of this program. We believe the CTFP will deliver long-term benefits for all New Mexicans by improving air quality, expanding clean energy jobs, and enhancing transportation equity. Thank you for your consideration of this important role. We urge the board to adopt this initiative and help pave the way for cleaner, more connected New Mexicans.
Thank you, Mr. Valdez. Is there anyone else on the platform?
We need to raise that.
Oh, Ryan Huggins.
Yeah,
Oh,
right,
it's-
okay.
All right.
See him. Okay.
I also saw a hand raised by Pat Walsh. All right.
Ryan.
I'm sorry?
Ryan.
Yes. So Ryan Huggins, can you unmute yourself?
You can't.
I cannot hear you.
How's that?
Terrific. Thank you. Would you spell your first and last name, please?
Sure. It's Ryan Huggins. That's RyanHuggins. And
Do you
I'm
swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I'll start your time.
Thank you. I'm Ryan Huggins. I'm here on behalf of SREC Trade. We're the largest aggregator of participants in low carbon fuel programs in the country, representing hundreds of clients across different territories. We are very excited about New Mexico's progress and looking forward to participating. I want to thank the board and NMED for this hearing, for the robust stakeholder input process you've engaged in over the last several years, and Just would like to offer a few comments based on information we've heard during this hearing. First and foremost, regarding the timing of implementation, one, it would be helpful. I think I heard some comments that may have implied the timing is maybe delayed from February 2026. So any information about that would be appreciated. And I would urge New Mexico to keep the initial compliance period as contemplated and not to delay or extend compliance into further years. I appreciate the perspective of people lobbying for a delay in compliance, but we did experience that in other territories, specifically Washington State, and it created confusion, disengagement from participants, and for people that are investing in electrification and clean infrastructure, there's an extended delay between when they're making that investment, investing in generating credits, and when they're able to monetize it through selling credits. So I just want to point out that awareness that if you delay a compliance period, it's essentially delaying the ability to monetize these credits, and that becomes more and more untenable for people that are investing in this electrification. So we appreciate you considering that perspective. Also, from an electrification point of view, I think there's a few things in the program that could be more reflective of how this business is typically implemented, specifically that TRUs credits should be generated by the facility owner, that OEMs, the vehicle manufacturers, it's great that you're considering a possibility for them to generate residential credits, but the threshold currently set is essentially unattainable based on where New Mexico EV adoption is. And I'd urge you to reconsider that threshold so that more vehicle manufacturers have more incentives to sell vehicles in New Mexico. And finally, the eligibility for RECs that can be used for book and claim. Given change in federal policy recently, this is increasingly challenging and may really undermine the value of being able to participate in this market if there essentially are no available RECs to use for book and claim because of requiring that they are from systems starting in 2026. I know that's a lot of in the week. I'm happy to follow up with anybody on more details, but I do want to point out those important aspects to really support the electrification industry that's had a lot of setbacks this year, and we hope this program can really support them. Thank you for your consideration.
Can you
Thank you,
please spell the
Michelle.
name of the outfit you're with, please?
Yes, it's SREC Trade, so that's SRECTRADE, Inc.
2 words.
One word.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Huggins.
Thank
We'll
you.
turn now to Ms. Walsh. If you would spell your first and last name.
She can unmute.
You can unmute. You should be able to unmute.
I just,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Woo! Okay. So, and of course now I'm having trouble getting to my comments. That's not fair.
Would
Okay.
you spell your first and last name, please?
Sure. It's Patricia, Patricia Walsh, WALSH.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Thank you. I'll start your time.
All right. So as I said, my name is Pat Walsh, and I am a retired New Mexico State Parks interpretive ranger. I'm the owner of an electric vehicle, and I care greatly about reducing carbon pollution created by transportation in our state. I believe the climate crisis is looming, especially for our younger residents, and I worry about it all the time. I want to thank the Environmental Improvement Board for considering the proposed rule on clean transportation rules, the Environment Department, and Governor Lujan Grisham for working to protect our state from climate change. I urge the board to adopt the strongest rule possible to reduce pollution from transportation. This is even more important since the federal government seems to be shrugging off the climate crisis and pushing for more fossil fuel use. By passing a program cutting emissions, you're promoting healthier air for everyone in our state. Not only that, but the fossil fuel industry wants to weaken our state standards with a rule that ignores the full climate benefits of electric cars. EVs cut emissions by being more efficient than gasoline vehicles. Also, they run on electricity which can be generated by solar and wind. I'm actually on my second used EV. Bought my first one in 2018, and last year I installed solar panels. During my career with New Mexico State Parks, I often used my first little EV, which was a little bright yellow smart car, to show local kids here in Raton, New Mexico, that electric vehicles are out there and they're a good thing and a good thing for their future. I am 69 years old. My time on the planet is limited, but they have decades in front of them. And I hope you keep that in mind as you think about these rules. And please reject attempts to undermine our transition to clean energy and clean vehicles. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Walsh. Is there anyone else on the platform who would like to offer, let's see, Nicole Waltermeyer? Can you unmute yourself?
Let me give her, hold on, let me get her unmuted. Okay. Yes, she can.
Ms. Waltermeyer?
There she is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi,
Yes, I can.
good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon. Would you spell your first and last name, please?
Yes, certainly. My name's Nicole Waltermeyer, NicoleWaltermire.
And do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. I'll start your time.
Good afternoon, Chair and members of the board. Thank you for the opportunity to comment today. I'm commenting from Las Cruces, where I've lived for 17 years as a parent and an educator, a parent of two children, one of whom sees a breathing specialist. In fact, I care deeply about reducing our greenhouse gas emissions and electrifying our transportation sector. And so I want to thank the governor for her leadership on this issue. I'd like to thank the department for their hard work developing this rule, and I'd like to thank you for considering this proposed rule today. I'm here today to urge you to adopt the strongest possible rule to reduce our greenhouse gas pollution and ensure the health and safety and well-being of all of our children. I'm also here as an electric vehicle driver. My family, we've tried to do our part in transition and electrify. We drive one fully electric vehicle, one plug-in hybrid electric vehicle for 3 drivers. And I'm asking you, please don't weaken the standard by not crediting EVs for their full benefits. It's common sense that EVs are going to offer the cleanest fuels, particularly when the electricity is generated from renewable sources like it is in our home. So thank you for the opportunity to speak today, and please adopt the strongest possible clean fuels rule. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wintermeyer. Is there anyone else on the platform here to offer public comment? The next opportunity will be 1 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. Friday of this week, and then 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. on November 17th. Anyone else at all? All right, well, thank you all. As a reminder to the board members who are on the platform with us, members Hunker, member Bitzer, member Garcia, Vice Chair Trujillo, just a reminder, we are starting at 8 a.m. in the morning instead of 9. So thank you all very much for joining us, and have a good rest of the week.